Hey everyone, so today's topic is going to be about potential due to a point charge. Okay, so we already talked about electric potential energy in a previous video, but now what we're going to be talking about is how to calculate the potential generated due to a point charge. Okay, so let's say that we have a charge right here that's 5 coulombs and it's a positive charge, okay? But the thing is, this is in a fixed point, okay? It cannot move at all and it is completely stationary, okay? Now, 5 coulombs, as I've mentioned before, it's a massive charge, but it really helps simplify the math a little bit just for these types of videos, okay? You're probably going to be dealing with microcoulombs or something of the sort, but for now, let's just stick with 5 coulombs, okay? Now, we have a point over here, which is at a certain distance, which is this blue line over here, okay? So let's go ahead and say that that blue line is 10 meters, okay? Now, the formula for electric potential created by a charge is V equals K, which is an electric constant, okay, times Q, okay, which is the charge, which is this guy over here, okay, and that is divided by R, which is the distance from the charge to the point that we're measuring, which once again is this blue line right over here, okay? Now, just to remember, the electric constant, so the K that we're talking about right over here, it's always going to be, well, it's actually 8.9 something, but we most of the times we refer to it by 9 times 10 to the ninth, okay? And this is newtons meters squared over coulombs squared, okay? So now what we have to do is simply replace the values with what we have, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and write the formula down over here. So we have the V over here, that's equal to K, which once again is this constant over here. Okay, so the charge is gonna be 5 coulombs over the distance, which is 10 meters. Okay, so with this, we're now able to be we're going to be able to solve for the electric potential, okay? So replacing, well, basically the only one left, which is 9 times 10 to the ninth, okay? So with that, we're going to be able to get 4.5 times 10 to the ninth, okay? And that would be the electric potential due to this point charge, okay, with reference to this point over here. Okay, now this is actually a pretty simple topic, okay, but we can actually complicate it a little bit. And let me go ahead and erase this little procedure over here, that we have another charge. Okay, so imagine that we have a charge right over here. Okay, and once again, let's say that this is positive. Okay, actually, that's just a little bit too big. Let me go ahead and erase that. Okay, so let's say we have another charge somewhere over here, okay? Positive charge as well. And now let's say that this, is at a distance of, 7 meters. And we also have another one right over here. Okay, and this one is at a distance of 1 meter. Okay, so now what we would do is basically, and this has a charge of, 3 coulombs. and this is 2 coulombs, okay? So what we would actually do is the same thing that we did with one charge, okay? So we would go ahead and replace the distance over here, 7 meters, right over here with the r. We would replace the charge here, 3 coulombs, with this q, and the constant remains the same, okay? So we would get, I don't know, an X amount of value for this and an X amount of value for this, okay? So with that, what we do is we add potential 1 plus potential 2 plus potential 3, and so on, as many charges as we have, okay? Well, the point charges. And all of that is the total electric potential. Okay, so it doesn't really matter how many, how many charges we have, as long as we're able to add them all up and get the total electric potential. Or if you were to just have one charge, as we did in the first example right over here, well, then you would do what we do in the beginning and basically just substitute in the formula the values that you have, and that's it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write the formula down right here in red and in big, just so you guys don't forget. So it's gonna be right over here. V is equal to K times Q over R. I'm gonna add just a little bit of subscript so you guys don't get confused with what each variable means. Okay, so this is the electric constant. This right here is the charge, and this right here is the distance, okay? So yeah, a pretty simple topic. I do hope that you guys were able to understand it. Also, please do like and subscribe the video so that you're able to support us. And feel free to comment any feedback or any suggestions that you guys might have for future videos or how we can improve our videos. Thank you guys.